valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Got a man. It's Bussey. Running through contact. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes, a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense is that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone? That would have been a killer for this offense, for their momentum, for the entire team. Really, really lucky that ball trickled out of bounds.
Extending the play. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The errant 45-yard field goal try guy sets him up with the football on their own 28. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their...
Lets it fly! Slants it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Wants to go up top on first down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Grab near the marker, it's Clark. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw it. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can't.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it in the middle, it's Harder. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Madsen. Unloads to the right. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Catch in the middle, it's Riley. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the... And he's got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's O'Neal. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Big guy smells it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Trying to punch it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator, you're backed up. You're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab on the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Buys a little time with his feet. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but He wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Moving away from pressure. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hunt is on its way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires and picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have...
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drop...
He's got it on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, and they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback, and it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To throw, it's O'Neal. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Aggies racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Norman.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Just keep slinging it. Now improvising. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Makes the grab on the left. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Horton. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air on 2nd down. Hums it downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. It's Horton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's going to fire deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jet.
He's got it, first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time there.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The kick is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Firing to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Rush is on him. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You're down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage, everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.